Welcome to Base Watches, your portal to Omega excellence. In this video, we dive into the iconic world of Omega watches, unveiling one of the 5 best timepieces you can buy in 2023. Join us as we explore the legacy, precision, and craftsmanship that make these Omega watches exceptional. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of luxury timepieces, this guide will illuminate the path to your perfect Omega. Let's embark on this journey of Swiss sophistication together. Omega went the extra mile with the 1957 reeditions in terms of getting as close to the original in every detail as possible. The measurements of the case are technically identical to the vintage pieces. It is 38mm, something you rarely see as highlight from a brand these days. It wears and looks awesome, even on a larger wrist like mine, regardless if you have it on bracelet or strap. The lug width is the same 19mm as the original Railmaster CK2914. Actually, all 3 models share the same lug width. It's a mix of brushed and polished parts. A wonderful little detail is the Naiad crown on the Omega Railmaster 60th anniversary model. In many cases, a reedition might look good from the dial side, but the caseback would contain all the information they want to squeeze in there. Not in this case. The original Railmaster casebacks had the seahorse motif, the word Railmaster, and the W logo. This Omega Railmaster coaxial master chronometer 38mm has the same with only a minor change. The brand added the limited edition number, the movement name, and the 60th anniversary inscriptions. The caseback is screw-down and the watch is water-resistant to 60 meters. If there is any criticism about the Omega Railmaster coaxial master chronometer 38mm, it is about the movement. No, there's nothing wrong with it, on the contrary. The Master Chronometer 8806 is an amazing caliber. To start with, it can resist magnetic fields up to 15,000 Gauss. The first thing you'll see is that it isn't the color palette you're used to seeing on a Ploprof, and that's because there's a theme for this year's launches. All blue everything, but with reason. But let's talk about the big news. The case and proportions. This watch, though visually quite new, is actually a return to classic form for the Ploprof. With its 55 by 45mm case diameter, it now features effectively the same case dimensions as the OG. But that's not all. This watch also brings back the monoblock case. For those who don't know what that means, it's a case that is one single piece, instead of multiple. But I love this release because it showcases what Omega does best: balancing the old with the new. In this case, the old is the 70s era proportions and the utilization of a monoblock case. Nobody necessarily asked for this, but the brand delivered anyway. The new is the blue coloration that corresponds with an overall theme that Omega has deployed with the launch of all of today's Seamaster models. But despite the newness, it is really nice to see the brand maintain things like the large sword-shaped hour hand and the utilization of a bidirectional bezel. Keeping in line with 75th anniversary theme, this watch will also have a caseback engraved with the Poseidon motif. Even if this might be the most niche offering released today, it somehow feels like the most exciting, and we can't wait to spend some more time with this new Ploprof. Daniel Craig and the No Time to Die filmmakers actively collaborated in defining the specifications of this Seamaster Diver 300M7 edition. In particular, the actor suggested some vintage touches and colors, while also recommending to use titanium for case and bracelet, as a lightweight watch would be a plus for a military man like Seven. Omega used Grade 2 titanium, which is pure titanium, differently from Grade 5 titanium, which is an alloy combining titanium, aluminium, and vanadium. The case is 42mm in diameter and 13mm thick, slightly slimmer than the standard Seamaster Diver 300M models thanks to a new doming of the scratch-resistant sapphire crystal glass with anti-reflective treatment inside. The screw-down crown, protected by robust guards, and the helium valve positioned on the caseband at 10 o'clock contribute to make the watch water-resistant up to a pressure of 30 bar. Characterized by a conical shape, the helium valve makes uses of an Omega patented technology that allows it to be operated underwater. The movement of choice is the automatic master chronometer caliber 8806 beating at a frequency of 25,000 200 vibrations per hour with an autonomy of 55 hours. It features a free-sprung balance with silicon balance spring, and it can resist to magnetic fields reaching 15,000 Gauss. In conclusion, the Omega Seamaster Diver 300 M7 edition is a timepiece that combines a unique design inspired by the world of James Bond with the precision and reliability of Omega watchmaking. First of all, it is important to note that the case of the Speedmaster caliber 321 has never been used before by Omega. It isn't the same as the CK2998, the Foy's, or the 60th anniversary model. It is indeed new to this watch, even though the differences are subtle. The Speedmaster underwent countless evolutions from its earliest days, updating parts more often than the reference numbers changed. As such, in order to deliver complete exactness, this re-edition of the 105.003 has been modeled with precision after the original watch. Still, the case will look quite familiar, and so are its proportions. It has the classic straight lugs profile, unprotected crown and pushers, and a symmetrical case. The profile of the lugs itself is also straight, being the most obvious difference here with the modern CK2998 or Foy's, a detail that remains, however, period correct. The finishing of the case is classic to all Speedmasters, with polished flat surfaces and brushed case bands. Proportions are, of course, identical to the vintage model, with a 39.7mm diameter and a height of 13mm, which is around 1mm less than a professional moonwatch. The design of the Speedmaster caliber 321, with its straight lugs, has one side effect, which affects the lug-to-lug measurement, of about 48mm. Despite their smaller diameter, straight lug cases are more elongated and come close to a professional case. The result is a watch that is only slightly smaller than a moonwatch, which is objectively fine as the dimensions are well balanced. The Omega Speedmaster 125, released in 1973 to commemorate Omega's 125th anniversary, holds a special place in the brand's iconic Speedmaster collection. The case consists of two parts: the outer frame, which gives the Speedmaster 125 a square shape and holds the bracelet. It also has an inner round case, which houses the movement. This smaller round watch case can be pushed into the square case frame where an O-ring and gasket hold the case in place. The dial layout is exactly the same as the Omega Speedmaster Mark III's. Obviously, the name is different. Here, the Omega logo and wording, as well as the 125, are applied steel, while this Speedmaster is painted. The rest of the layout is the same. Date at 3 o'clock and 2 subdials at 6 and 9. The 6 o'clock subdial has the 12-hour indicator. The sub at 9 has the 24-hour indicator disc and a continuous seconds hand. The hands are also identical to the Mark III. What most of us know about the Speedmaster 125, I presume, is it is a one-of-a-kind movement. A 17-joule caliber with 28,800 alternates per hour and 44 hours of power reserve. The Omega Caliber 1041 is basically an improved version of the Omega Caliber 1040. That is a Laminia derivative, since the base caliber is Laminia 1340 with some changes like the 24-hour indicator. Regardless of the production number, the Omega Speedmaster 125 is still one of the most interesting and loved watches from Omega's crazy 1970s lineup. If you guys like this video or this video helped you, please give the video a like. Links to all the products mentioned are in the description below. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, I will see you guys later.